Hey guys, it's Travis, the broke entrepreneur. I want to tell my story about riding Spirit Airlines, which is the worst airline ever in history. Never, please. I don't care if you're on your last dime and you need to get somewhere. Don't do it. It's not worth it. For one, when you fly in Spirit and you take a book bag, and that book bag is super packed because you think you're gonna, pack it out to be able to get on the plane, it's not gonna happen. They're gonna charge you more upstairs. They're gonna charge you about $60 versus you paying like $40 downstairs. So when you get to the gate, it's not worth it. That's first off that people don't understand is like the money that you're gonna pay for a suitcase. The money that you're gonna pay for that suitcase to get on that plane, because you're gonna have to check it in. It's gonna equal out to the same price. Let's start off with that. And the two, they don't give out peanuts. They don't give out water. You go any Southwest, Delta, American, all these places give out peanuts, snacks, different kinds of snacks, juice. They're not giving you anything. They don't give out any complimentary. They don't do anything. They don't do anything for free. That's the point. You're not getting anything. So you better buy bottled water, because remember, you can't bring your water through there. So that's $5 or $6 on the water, especially if you got a long flight. So if you're going from Baltimore to LA, which is 5 hours, you're gonna get thirsty on there. So you're gonna have to buy something to drink. So that $5 could have went to a better plane ticket. The $30 or $40 you're gonna pay for the bag could have went to a plane ticket. So that's $45 added to that price of $100 going to LA. So let's talk about that's just one thing. The customer service is rude. You're not gonna fight them and win. It's just not gonna happen. So let me tell you about my story. So me and my girlfriend on Thanksgiving weekend, on the weekend before Thanksgiving, decided to go to New York. This is when we were living in Florida. So we went to New York. We enjoyed ourselves. So Sunday, our plane supposed to leave at 6. I get a text and an email, and around like 5 o'clock saying that 4 o'clock that the flight was delayed. Excuse me. So I said, okay, cool. It's delayed to 8. Boom. So we about to make our way. We see flight is canceled. Go to customer service. We asking why it's canceled. They saying because of the weather. I'm looking at my phone. I'm like, I don't see no snowstorm. I see it's getting cold. It's getting real cold, but there's no snowstorm. Then I'm also looking at other airlines. Everybody else is still flying. American's still flying. Delta is still flying. All these other airlines are still flying. Why are we the only ones that's not flying? So now I'm just getting like, okay. So kind of find out, someone told me that they oversold the tickets, because the tickets to go to New York that weekend were so cheap. I think I paid for a round trip for me and my girlfriend no more than $200 for both of us for a round trip. I think, matter of fact, it had to be underneath for $200. It might have been like $150, $160. It was very, very cheap. So I should have known right then and there, right? So boom. What they told us they could do, they could say they can give us the money back. Now let's be realistic. You're not going to fly on a ticket for $150 round trip for 2 people on any airline. So I said, when the next flight to go out? So the next flight that left from New York was Thursday, Thanksgiving Day. It's no way. It's $200 a night minimum for a hotel. And hotel prices about to jump, and they about to be booked up because it's Thanksgiving week. So I said, my girlfriend was like, we're not staying here Thursday. It's not even worth it. Like, I'm not staying here Thursday. It's cold. I'm ready to go back to Florida. So I said, okay, what else do y'all have? They said, okay, we got another flight leaving out tomorrow at in Delaware. But you got to find your own transportation, and you got to find your own hotel. So now it's about 9:30, 10 o'clock. So I'm like, well, how are we going to get to Delaware? And they was like, oh, you can catch a mega bus. So now I missed a Southwest. We had not a snowstorm. We had a rainstorm, and they delayed the flight. And the closest they can get me to LA was Phoenix. They put me in a hotel with free breakfast. You know what I'm saying? A nice hotel, like a DoubleTree. So I'm just like, y'all not gonna owe us a whole. They said no, because it's a weather issue, and it's not our fault. Even though the real story was they oversold the tickets on the plane. So I said, okay. I said, well, I'm from Baltimore, so I'm like, what y'all got in Baltimore? Leave Tuesday, but you gotta find your own transportation. So no transportation, no hotel. Now remind you, this is a full flight. people had to really stay there because everybody had the money. The thing about us, we had credit cards, so we were able to use our credit card to get a hotel and also get bus tickets to Baltimore, which I got to see me and my girlfriend got to see my grandmother, and we stayed in the hotel in Baltimore and stayed in the hotel that night in New York. But imagine if we didn't have that money. So many people were so upset. So many people had to sleep in the airport. It's 20 degrees outside. You know, people might not have the money to stay at a hotel, and they damn near got stranded at that place. I'm telling people right now, Spirit is the worst airlines ever, man. Those people were stranded there and had to figure out their way. Now, mind you, imagine if everybody didn't have the money. Some people were sleeping at the airport. We seen it. You know, it was sad, man. It was heartbreaking to see people going back and forth with these people. They not doing nothing for them. The next flight is Thursday. Like, come on, man. That's a whole 4 days. It's $200 a night in a hotel. 2, 4, 6, 8. That's $800. You know what I mean? So people don't got that just laying around. You know, maybe they might have had one night worth of hotel, but it was very sad to see that situation go on. And then people had to go to different cities to take flights, and they might not have had the money to get there, or they had to still stay somewhere. So it was ridiculous. And I'm telling everybody, stop flying Spirit. It's the worst airlines in the world. Luckily, we was able to get home. You know, from Baltimore, we was able to get there. But if it wasn't for having credit cards or just the, you know, extra money in our pocket, we could have been, you know, we would have just been stranded, or we had to call, make some phone calls to get to another city to get home, man. It was crazy. You know, people got work and all not because they oversold the flight and they had to, you know what I mean? It was crazy. It was ridiculous, but